I remember not wanting to accept one of the gifts that God was giving me, primarily because I saw it as his withholding. I struggled with not being able to have a second child. I think I shared this at last year's retreat. Doctors now call that secondary infertility. And it was a struggle for me because I remember claiming a verse as my promise that I would have another child. It was Psalm 84:11. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. And I remember praying that prayer when I had hoped to get married. When I had first met Hugh, I remember putting Hugh promise right next to Psalm 84:11 in my Bible. Lord, no good thing will you withhold from those who walk uprightly. Hugh is a good thing. And I am walking uprightly, so I know you will not withhold him. And you know what? God didn't withhold him. And through the years, I have seen that Hugh has been a very good thing in my life. So I just figured the same verse is going to work when it comes time to wanting a second child. So I went back into my Bible and I put second child promise right underneath where it said Hugh promise. So, we can record that our blessings. And yet God withheld. Even though I prayed, God, a baby's a good thing. We are walking uprightly, so you promise you will not withhold. And yet God determined that what was best in my life was not having a second child. He determined he had a different course for my life to take at that point. Although at the time, I felt that God was withholding something from me, I can today see that his gift was a different direction that he had for me in life. Through the years, I've seen over and over again that God's idea of a good thing, and ultimately what's best for me and my faith walk in him, can be completely different than my idea of a good thing. Although some of God's gifts to me and my husband didn't originally seem like gifts, and although my opinion has differed from God's in his early stages of withholding something from me, I have learned to not question the wisdom and actions of an all-knowing, all-loving God who's much more capable of managing my life than I am.